And a 1 and 2 and a 1, 2, 3. Hello and welcome everybody to another stream where we are continuing to play Dragon Quest IX. It has been about 2 weeks, maybe 3, I don't know. I've just been very busy, some with life chaos, some with playing way too much Civ, and then some of it with just I've been busy working on actual projects and just daily chores and taking care of myself. You know, minorly important stuff. But I finally had time for another stream. Meant to do it at probably closer to 8 this morning. It's now 6 p.m. It's been a very busy day. But let's get into it. Our humble thanks for watching over us, O guardian of our desert realm. You too should offer up a prayer to our guardian wanderer. To travel through these arid lands is a risky undertaking for sure. Natia examines the statue. Into it are carved the words, Volta, guardian of Gleba. Beyond the gate lies the Mirage Mahal, principal palace of the glorious Queendom of Gleba. It is a place piled to the rafters with women. Try not to be surprised. Oh, but I see you're lady by yourself. Okay. I love that, just extra like, oh yeah. What's over here? This oh. People make much of the selfishness and willfulness of our queen. Selfishness. Willfulness of the queen. But I would forgive much of a woman so wondrously beautiful. Honor, should you be entertaining hopes of meeting Queen Volptura, I would advise that you abandon any such idea. Her high and mighty majesty will not deign to grant audience to mere travelers. Welcome to the Mirage Mahal, palatial residence of Volptura, Queen of Gleba. Whenever I read Volptura, the first thing I can think of are the Legion dudes with the fox hats. Golden fruit. The peddler in the room beyond gave the queen just such a thing not too long ago. If you wish to have the fruit for yourself, you have no choice but to request it of her majesty directly. Bum 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 bum. Oh look. This book. Oh, Giga Steel. I could have made Giga Steel while we're gone. But I hadn't grabbed this yet. Well, at the very least, I could make some new helmets next time around. What's that? You're traveling around looking for some kind of golden fruit? Ah, you've just missed the boat on that one, right? I had one, but I gave it to Queen Volptura as a present, sorry. Trying to keep an eye out on the different things, just in case anyone actually shows up and talks. I'm a bit out of practice. Also, I'm very sorry I haven't put up the VOD for the last episode. I've just been busy, and whenever I think about it, I only have like an hour left before I go to sleep. And that's not enough time to upload a VOD usually. Majesty's construction of a private bathing chamber has drained a whole section of our underground water reserves. If the situation is not remedied soon, we will suffer a drought before too long. Mark my words. This is Queen Volptura's private bathing chamber. Voices can be heard from beyond the door. Highness, you've grown yet more beautiful. I bask like a lizard in the blinding sunshine of your comeliness. I'm really not sure what that word is or means. Thus does our monarch spend her days bathing in water and in compliments also. You are, of course, forbidden to enter. Your dryness, Track, where are you? Oh my, I have foolishly allowed Her Majesty's most beloved pet to escape. Whatever am I to do? Bump, bump. Also, few changes. I made the scrolling text. I made that actually have like a small little background or background opacity. Basically, it should be a little bit more readable in some cases. Yeah. Also, I do hope that it is like one of those things where you look at it and go, hey, look, that's so cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I feel, because right now I have it set up so it's like, oh, I wrote some stories about Algrab. I think once I get them like properly uploaded and have a plan to do of what to do with stories, I will just like, oh, I wrote a new story for this character. Yeah, and then like the usual, like, you could find it here. But right now I just don't have that set up. I have a plan though, going forward. And what's that thing? I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah. And just, theoretically make it simpler and just as like a reminder, like, hey, look, I do writing and we'll have a place to actually share it. But right now I don't have a place to share it, and I kind of want to give a general idea of what each of the stories were. Sister book. There's a book called The Great Waterworks of Aqueous, the High Durator. God, I love wordplay where it's two words. And it's just like, wait a second, that's just one word split into two. Natia takes it from the shelf. Queen Aqueous, 17th ruler of our land, is best remembered for his construction of the underground waterway. It is said that he himself picked up a pickaxe to lend a hand in the building of his formidable masterpiece. There's a book. Must be. Albert Slumber Stick. I think actually, yeah, I already have those. Also, I did a lot of exploring between episodes because we got the boat, which means we can go a lot of places. Okay, get the salute. It's always interesting. It's like, I don't think they're useful for like almost anything, except for like a few quests. They're just meant to kind of be emails. Our previous king, Aqueous the Hydrator, was a great man indeed. To improve the lives of his people, he built the waterways and strengthened our armed forces to ward off monsters. But his daughter, Queen Volptera, merely fritters her days away in decadence, and cares nothing for her father's legacy. Whatever will become of the glorious kingdom of Gleba? There's a book called Flamingsa, Legendary Lady of the Dance. Nadia takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Once upon a time, there was a dancer so entrancing that she captivated all who saw the fabulous Flamingsa. Very little is known of the lucky dance teacher with whom she entrusted the secret of her breathtaking belly dance. It is said that he can be found practicing his moves every day upon the grasslands of the Ilugrazar plains. and that his body is adorned with hundreds of fabulous gems. No one has yet appeared who could track this elusive expert down and learn his ultimate secret. Will it be you, brave traveler? Will you will you be the one to find the dance teacher and unlock the secrets of the belly dance at last? I have no idea what that accent was, but I had fun doing it. But that quest will be done between streams, because that will require a lot of like, ooh, look, enemy, kill, nope, kill, nope, kill, no, just over and over again. It's like, is this the one? Is this the one? I can't think of where I'm thinking of something like, is this the thing I'm looking for? Is this? I can't think of where I'm thinking of that joke from. Oh, I really wish I could. Then I could credit it properly. Making Her Majesty's meals is a truly thankless task. No matter what I make, all I hear is filthy fail. My predecessor quit the palace after being ordered to remake the same dish 10 times. But I am not brave enough to leave. It seems I must live out my days as a broken man, with my chef's pride in ruins. To be fair, I would also probably, and if I was some fancy rich bloke, I'd probably still end up eating like the same thing every day. I'm terrible when it comes to things I'll actually eat. And like right now I've got like, yeah, I have this, and this. And like that's it. Because I need to get enough fiber. And like, unless I eat those, because the thing is as well, I do not eat healthily. Because I don't like healthy food. And that's very much a me problem. But as such, I have to structure my diet so I'm at least not dying. Her Majesty is currently busy with one of her daily baths. Please, you must not disturb her. You are a traveler. What business have you in this Mirage Mahal? Most perfect palace of the glorious Queen of Gleba. You seek fruits of glowing golden hue? A particular peddler presented Her Majesty with just such a fruit only the other day. But you will not grant an audience with just any wanderer who happens by. Apologies, but I cannot allow you to see her. Unless, wanderer, we are experiencing something of a crisis in the palace at the moment. If you were to help us resolve it, I could perhaps pull the strings to gain you entry to Her Majesty's chamber. Well, will you acquiesce my request? You will. This is most excellent news. Now, let me apprise you of the details. Also, no idea why I decided to make this person somewhat snake-like. I was just like, I'm accidentally doing it. Let's purposely do it. That muddled-headed maiden, Miss Celia, has mislaid his dryness, Her Majesty's beloved and most golden pet lizard. I wonder, could we call on your most exalted aid in apprehending the errant amphibian? Miss Lily is searching the corridors of the floor below us. Should you wish to help with that, perhaps you could speak with her. His dryness's importance to Her Highness cannot be overestimated. I hope ardently that we can count on your assistance. Again, no good reason to make him snake-like. He's just a generic dude that doesn't even, like, that's, I think, pretty much all he serves in the plot. And I think maybe, like, brings you in. But, like, so it's not like he's a Jafar situation. But it's just like, I'm accidentally doing it. I'm now doing it on purpose. According to the tales of legend, those who consume the golden fruit will have their wishes granted. I wonder if that witcher may... Excuse me. I think I'm a bit tired. Also, the question is, how is this a legend? How did the fruits become a legend? Like, how in the world would anyone down here know about that? Actually, they're probably, if I had to guess, probably something to do with later, or a certain past kingdom. I wonder if that which Her Majesty was given is one of the fruits of legend. Just listen to me, such silliness. Nothing interesting. Lizards. It's full of tips and information about how to feed, clean, and otherwise keep your pet lizard happy. Like breaking pots and barrels. Oh. Ooh. It's no fun. We are all searching for Her Majesty's most beloved pet lizard, who has unfortunately escaped. He has never run off like this before. I wonder what can have happened. Okay, what's all the way up here? Yeah, I can't see. Oh, I thought it was locked for some reason. Oh, sweet. Magic key. That's probably why I thought it was locked, is because it's actually the unlocker. Also, this quest for the paladin thingamabobs. Paladins are proud knights who don hardy armor in order to devote their lives to the protection of their beloved comrades. Only holy knights such as ourselves can master sacred virtues such as forbearance and selflessness. It seems you meet the necessary requirements for paladinship. Well met. I am Brunhild, paladin and proud. Paladins can harbor the souls of the departed within their very bodies. But you must be tested before I can teach you more. Go into the desert and prove that you can protect your companions. Make yourself the whipping boy 10 times. Do so, and perhaps the path to the paladin will be opened before you. Will you undergo the trial? Good. Now do your best. Even poor paladins have the power to command souls. It is passing the test that counts. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, Brony, you're not thinking of making this weed a paladin, are you? Have you lost your mind? I have warned you about showing yourself without my permission, Willow. Come here this instant. That itches, I can tell a soft-hearted soul when I see one. Don't blame me when you get let down again. I don't know why I went silent. What you saw then was one of the souls I command. An insolent one, but an excellent one, and a fine companion. I wonder what manner of soul you will command. I look forward to finding out. Yeah. And we'll do that as well off screen, largely due to good old-fashioned case of Snow dude right over there. I'm gonna actually have to check that out. Just due to the case, it takes some time, and then also I need to level up warrior skills. Oh, nope, I didn't need to go there. Level up my warrior levels so that I can get Whipping Boy, because currently no one has Whipping Boy. I hear the Queen Volptera's pet lizard has escaped. This type of reptile is not found at all of our places. If he has ventured outside, perhaps he is shading himself somewhere. Oh, stretch. The wife of our previous ruler sadly passed away not long after young Volpera was born. Poor young thing never even saw her mother's face. All we see and hear of her is awful behavior, but we forget the great sadness lies behind it. Honestly fair. Not in the case that, she can just kind of do whatever she wants. But it is a lot of cases of just, like, get dealt a bad hand. It's a lot easier to just, like, not care about things, not try and do things properly. Or in cases like this where they're dealt a good and a bad hand, so they make use of what's good. And that's it, kind of thing. Your dryness, Thrak. How are you? Oh, what am I to do? It's all my fault. Do you need something? I'm afraid I am a little busy. The hunt for his dryness. Her Majesty's most beloved pet lizard. I'm sorry. Am I the maiden Miss Silly? Miss Lee? Who mislaid Her Majesty's pet lizard? Well, yes, I am. Did you have some business with me? You wish to help me in the hunt for his dryness? Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. I am currently searching this area, so if you could hunt for him elsewhere, I would be very much obliged. He despises loud noises and likes to hide where there are no noisy people around. Were you to go to such a place and make a clap or some surprising noise, he might well be surprised into the open. I cannot thank you enough for helping in the hunt. You are truly a kind person. Do I have clap? I do not have clap set up, so party trick. Clap. I'll see. Not in the millions, so not that much. It took me a little while to level up between things. Actually, not in here. I think we'll just get through Gleba this time around. Not that we couldn't do more. I just think it's a good old-fashioned case of I'm probably going to be tired by the time we finish up. Or maybe not. We'll see. No, I really thought he was here. Okay. Maybe in here? I don't think so. I think he's just kind of in... Maybe he's over... Actually, he might be over there. Right over here, potentially. Oh no, there is a person. Not sure. Where, oh where could they be? I know once you go outside where it can be, but I can't remember where it starts. Yeah, not there, okay. I didn't think it was... Where could it be? I'm gonna try upstairs, because he might be upstairs. I don't think he's upstairs, but I cannot remember. Yeah, let's try the room. It actually might be this room. I don't think so, but at the same time, might as well try. Yes, okay, it was here. I see you are helping in the hunt for his dryness. This room has been searched already, but he was nowhere to be found. We handmaidens will handle the interior of the Mirage Mahal. Could you perhaps search outside in the town? Okay, that might be what I need to do. Ding. Boing, boing. Okay. Yep, fine. Oh, okay. Need a cat from got it. Natia grabs hold of the gleaming golden lizard. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I really didn't have much to eat today, but I am very full. I think I had a donut that was the density of a neutron star because usually I can have a few donuts and then I'm like, okay, this one donut, I really should have cut it up into quarters. I was that full after one quarter, pretty much. Oh, can it be? You found his dryness, so he was outside after all. Oh, thank you so much. You are truly wonderful. Please, you must inform the Chancellor. He is on the floor above us, worrying himself sick. But why ever would Drac have ventured into the heat of the outdoors? What is this I see before me? The lizard with you is none other than his dryness, the right and honorable Drac. You know, I just realized I'm gonna have to do the snake voice very soon as it is. You're as good as your word, one. As promised, I will request for you an audience with Her Majesty. Your exalted Majesty, may I present Natia, the intrepid traveler who discovered his exalted dryness, Drac. Oh, do we really have to talk about boring old traveler right now? We have more important things to discuss, don't we, pretty Miss Lee? Now remind me, Drac hasn't run away before, has he? No, he hasn't. Which means you must have done something horrible to him. You vicious, spiteful girl. Tell me what you did. Your Majesty, forgive me. I was taking the utmost care of his dryness, as always. Then suddenly he was gone. Liz, I'm far too pretty and far too important to sit around listening to your pathetic excuses. Run along and pack your things. You're fired. But please, your Majesty, Now, what was it you wanted, my little lost traveler? Ah, I see. So you want me to hand over that lovely golden fruit? Well, love to, of course, especially as it's you, but I just can't. What's that? You want to know why? Why, I don't have it, that's why. I was just slipping out of a lovely, relaxing bath when I noticed it was gone. Oh, I'm so silly and forgetful sometimes. I expect some horrid, jealous girl who works for me probably took it for herself and ate it. But, no, your Majesty, I would never. Your exalted highness, there is something you must see. Bum 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 bum. He was found beneath the tree where his dryness was recaptured. Oh, look. It's the golden fruit we were talking about. How funny. What on earth was the silly old Drac doing with it? Well, As long as I've got it back, that's the main thing. So my intrepid adventurer, I suppose I should just hand this over to you, shouldn't I? Yes. Oh, you are so stupid, aren't you? You really thought I was going to give it to you, didn't you? Ha ha ha. No, I'm going to slice it all up into teeny-weeny pieces and put it in my bathwater. A fruit like this is bound to make my skin even softer and more beautiful, assuming that's even possible, of course. I'm sure you won't mind. The fruit you've been searching so hard for being sacrificed for such a noble cause. I also love how my character is just so deadpan, just like, what the hell are you doing? Come on then, my Dracu. That nasty dirty traveler touched you, didn't she? Let's get you in the bath and wash off the filth. Bump. Bump. Ooh, the flapping cheek. What kind of queen is she supposed to be? She's horrible. Wait, sock ears. Are you even listening? She said she's going to chop up that fig and chuck it in her bath. Actually, it would be really funny if we just had the option just to not be goody two-shoes and go like, no, I'm taking it now, and just hold them at hostage point. Because the thing is, we're ungodly powerful. Who knows what'll happen when she starts cooking up a syrup of figs in her bath. Can't imagine it'll be pretty. We've got to stop her. Quick, get on down to that big room with all the baths in. Chop, chop. Don't tell me to keep my hair on. I don't know what that would be referencing. So I'm dismissed. It was to be expected, I suppose. Her Majesty's father was so busy, he would often leave her starved of company for hours upon hour. It was his dryness who helped her through all the hours alone. I'm grateful to you, Wanderer. Thanks to you, Her Majesty will not have to be alone again. We're coming in! We're breaking down the door! This is Queen Voluptua's private bathroom chamber. Okay, voices. Are you ready, girls? We're going to chop up this pretty little golden fruit and make me a lovely bath with it. And you slice it nice and thinly for me. Pop it in the water. As good girls. Hurry up now. Thus does our monarch prepare a regal fruit-infused bath. You, of course, still forbidden to enter. What? We aren't allowed in, but if we can't make an entrance, they'll slice the whole flapping fig to bits. There's nothing for it. We'll just have to bend everyone in the castle's ears off till we find someone who knows another way in. Luckily, I know another way in. The benefit of playing this game way too many times. I beg your pardon. You wish to know how you may enter the Queen's private bathing chamber? I can see that you do not seek such a thing lightly. Then I suppose I must impart to you my most secret knowledge. The water that flows by us here runs into the very chamber you seek. Were you to immerse yourself in it, you'd be swept straight to Her Majesty's most private of chambers. But I cannot vouch for the safety of such a passage. You might find yourself beaten and bruised after falling such a distance. I beg your pardon. You say you fell from the skies into a great waterfall once before and did not suffer so badly? Well, then I would very much like to see how such a fall could be endured without harm. Show me your mastery of plummeting. Also, I love the fact he's fishing. He is fishing from a fountain. There are no fish. It looks as if the water flows down into the Queen's private bathing chamber. Jump in. Go Romano! Yeah. Boom! Eek. What do you think you're doing? How dare you barge in on a divine Volterra's sacred bath time, you beast! Oh, I see. You've come to get that silly little fruit back that you seem to care so much about, haven't you? Ah, poor old you. If only you'd been a little quicker. I'm afraid it's already been sliced up into teeny tiny pieces. Oh my tracky wacky poo. Were you scared, my baby? Yes, you were, weren't you? Oh well, it's all right now, precious. Tracky poo. Bump, bump. Ah, my tracky wacky. Ooh, what's happened to you? You've gone all ugly. Help me! Help me! Jump, 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 sloop. Do 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 do. Just love the fact they just jumped out a well. This dryness was transformed into a monster. The golden fruit was an instrument of evil that turns innocence into beasts. The queen was kidnapped. It is surely punishment for self-centered behavior. She is being punished by the Almighty. You know, the funny thing, actually, that's fairly accurate. Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder why the figs do basically a monkey's paw mostly the wish come true. So we got Jack of all trades who gets turned into the master of none. And so it's like he gets to lead his people through fear instead of through leadership and such. And then you have the dad from the fishing village who gets to keep helping his kid, but he very much is still dead. And then subsequently, her daughter gets utilized by the town for wish giving, or food generating power, effectively. And then in Xerox, the old man has the fruit and wishes, wants the place to be protected for all time, and it generates a living statue that'll kill anything there. So it's like, it'll be protected, but not the way you want it. And then with Bloomingdale, you have the poor little girl who pretty much breathes life into their puppet. But, it's still the puppet and doesn't exactly know how to be human and all that. So it's like, it is interesting. Like, all of these are monkey paws. And I wonder why. Because it is an interesting thing. And the question actually even is like, why do they give any sort of power? They seem more as I can't think of the actual term, but the thingamajiggy, the doohickey, the I can't think of the right word. But basically, the whatever important item that you just kind of turn in. So it's like the idea was that you turn them in once they existed, and they weren't supposed to be used for anything past that. But could also easily be a case of they just contain a lot of power, and power like that just has the tendency to cause issues. I heard the commotion and came running. What has happened here? No, his dryness transformed into a monster and carried off Her Majesty? Oh, it seems she finally got her just desserts. I'm sure most of us would be happy if she stayed gone. Like, none of these are like... None of them are happy, and honestly, it's like, well, I should help. I heard Her Majesty was in peril, and I came as quickly as my legs would carry me. What happened? You must tell me. His dryness was transformed into a monster and kidnapped Her Highness? But, oh, this is terrible. Starved of parental affection and now betrayed by her most trusted friend? Not yet, please. You must rescue Her Majesty. If she's not brought to safety, she may never mend her ways. You must help her. What is a wonder, such as yourself, doing in Her Majesty's private bathing chamber? Perhaps now is not the time for such trifles. You see his dryness? He turned into a hulking great monster. And then he picked up the queen and carried her off down the well over yonder. Bump bump. Bump bump. Bump bump. Now we go to this spooky zone, which I know I've farmed way too much in times past. I don't remember why. I just remember that I have. And I'm pretty sure it's due to there's a quest there. Ooh, I love crits. This is, I think, my favorite thing about this team. They all have really high crit chances. So it's really just like crits, 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 and more crits. Oh yeah, I was also going to, I keep forgetting it every time. So let us open up my calc sheet, or my Excel sheet, or whatever sheet, and find my folder file. There it is. Okay, bum bum bum. Okay. Since I figured I might as well keep track of the one I saw. Who in the blazes are you? Oh, you're Aqueous. I am Aqueous, Hydrator, father of Optira, and former monarch of these lands. Peace, wanderer. Heed the words of a father racked with regret. In my life, I sought only recognition as a great king, and gave little thought. My poor being super tired. And gave little thought or time to my poor daughter. Her selfishness, her willfulness, her inability to relate to others. The blame for those unfortunate traits lies at my door. And I cannot bear to see her live out her life in loneliness, ignorant of the warmth that lies within the mortal. Wanderer, you must rescue my daughter from that beast and from herself. Please fulfill an old man's final. And what's in this bookshelf? Giga steel weapons. You know, the funny thing, okay, broadsword, lance, whip, not needed. Bar, okay, could you, yeah, useful. Got it. I do need to make the heft flames, so that's a little bit more costly. But everything else should be really easy to get. Ooh, nice. Enchanted stone. That's also very useful, and I will use a literal metric ton of them. That is why I need ice crystals, and I forgot to harvest the ice crystals. Dang it. I forgot to harvest the ice crystals when I went adventuring earlier. Also, in case you're wondering where ice crystals are, dang it. Need the fancy key. Right, this is the place I need to go to. Let's not go this way yet. As always, you gotta make sure you explore everywhere else before you go to where you're supposed to go to. Also, interesting enough, if you didn't... Wait. Or is that where you need to go? Actually, I have second thoughts now. Maybe that actually is a bonus area, because it was like, wait a second, if you don't have the right... If you didn't notice the back door, you wouldn't get that key. And I don't think they would have something like that, such as a backtrack as that. Nice. Because it's one of those cases where it's like, yeah, you'd have to notice that back door is there to be able to get that key. Which makes me think, okay, maybe that is actually just a bonus area. Yeah. It still might be doubly wrong, but we all make mistakes. Yeah, okay. This is the graveyard. Okay, nothing. Okay, interesting though that it is a graveyard. And there was jail cells above it. Oh, nice metal. There's no reply. It's just a corpse. Which makes me think the Great Hydrator may have not been so great. He did good for the people who were still living, who weren't probably enslaved under his rule. But definitely seems like he may have used a bit of forced labor. Actually, is there anything down here? Or no, just the broken bridge. That makes sense. Bump, bump. Okay. Getting through the dungeon. I will definitely say combat tends to be the bit more boring spot. There's a lot of fun, enjoyable abilities. It's very much the case of I've done it a lot, and it's gotten to the point for me where it's just like, yep, it's nice, it's simple. Which way? Nope, that doesn't should go back. Let us go this way. Okay, this seems to be a dead end then. Very unfortunate. No, there's literally nothing this way. Okay, interesting. Nice. I am having quite the fun time with this, especially since I get to just have fun doing a bunch of different voices. And again, I don't do voices well, but I have fun with them. And so, however, well, I've said it a few times now, and so it's meaningless at this point. But I do want to try and at some point find some lessons, some tips, tricks, whatevers, to do better with voice acting in different voices. Because it's not like something I would professionally do, but it's one of those cases of like, well, I might as well learn. Because, like, if I enjoy doing different voices, I might as well learn how to do them a little bit better. Also, though, I do plan on, trying to do audio recordings of my stories, because the good old-fashioned fact of, I could probably do that fairly easily. They wouldn't be good. They would be audio recordings, and they would be with the different voices that I've thought of for those characters. Now, will they be consistent between different recordings? Probably not. That would be something I would have to work on. But there is... Oh, nice, a mini mental. But at the very least, people would get an idea of what kind of voice I'm trying to, have for the character. And then I can also do the fun narrator voice. As you see, I think it's like with one of the Algrab stories, just a little bit of like the intro, like Algrab walks into a bar. And I can't remember anything else I wrote about that. But I was I'm gonna use a bit of what I wrote. I was like, I don't remember anything I wrote, so can't do that. Can't do something I've already forgotten. Someone help me. I demand to be rescued this instant. Queen Voltura's voice can be heard coming from deep within. Yep, pretty much everyone's full health. Please, you've got to help me. Drake's gone mad. He thinks he's in love with me or something. By illustrious Voltura, how now I have you all to myself. I can tell you how long I have loved you. Oh no, it's you. You're the traveler who lifted me up and loved me back when I was laying low in that tree. You nearly spoiled my plans to use that fruit to realize my wildest dreams. My animal instincts told me that if I feasted on its flesh, my body would remodel itself into a fine mortal form. And how right they were. Just look at me. Am I not the most alluring little fellow you have laid eyes on? It may have worked a little too well, I fear. My darling Voltura seems almost too overwhelmed to look at me. Dearie me, the poor idiot thinks he turned into a mortal. It's lucky there's no mirrors nearby. Did you say something? Ah, never mind. Tell me, what are you doing here? Have you come to intrude on the greatest love that had ever lived? That between my lordly self and the luscious Voltura. You what? You've taken a shining to the Queen, but you're a flapping lizard. Lies, I am no lizard. I am finally mortal. Our love can live at last. I will not tolerate these intrusions into a love nest. You will leave me and my beloved alone. Bump. Aw, dang it. I have that backwards for the text screen. I'm sorry, folks. We all make mistakes, and me most common of all. Okay, what fun ability started? That could be good. Because I think he does a lot of breath attacks, so I am going to do that. I don't know if that is just a one-time counter, or if it is every turn. Okay, just big hit this time. I don't think he does. I don't think he's aquatic, but he might. He's either dragon or quad. I think he's dragon. He's dragon. Yeah, he's dragon. Yeah, let's just stab. Boom! Nice crit. We love a good crit. More damage without a crit. I think I need to up my damage. Oh, you should have went for the triple or for the quad hit. Oof. But he doesn't get 2 attacks, so there's that. Hey, sweet. Granted, yeah. It's like, it will be fine. Totally. Unless his buff goes away in that case. Okay, good. So I definitely need to heal him next turn. Nice. Woo, okay. She'll heal herself at the very least. I can heal Savan. Okay, maybe not, because she's already been healed by a little heal. Okay, after I'll grab. Too bad. No one's dodged yet, unfortunately. Oh, I meant to actually heal someone. Oh well. The healer might end up dying, but oh, okay, never mind. I'm well leveled. The Grand Liziar is defeated. Everyone XPs. Just gets a dragon scale. I already have 5 of those. I can't quite believe it, but I realized when we were fighting, mortals do not launch great big flames from their mouths. Okay, I thought he had a flame attack, he just never used it. Do they? I really did not become one. Still, it matters not. I cannot allow myself the leisure of defeat, and I cannot let my Volterra be taken back there. She must not return to the Mirage Mahal. It is full of liars and disloyal worms. Liar. I will die before I allow it. Please, wait. Miss Lee. Please, not here. My good madam, you must wait. You must not harm his dryness any further. Without him, there would be none whom our exalted majesty could share our deepest thoughts and feelings. But Miss Lay, why would you do this for me after I was so horrible to you? I cannot lie, I saw you, Highness. I saw you crying as you spoke to his dryness. You told him you were ashamed of your selfishness, that you were lonely without your esteemed parents. I only wish that you had been able to share such feelings with us, your handmaidens also. But perhaps, if it were so, you could become a different person, and... Miss Lay. I feel so foolish. If I had only stopped to see that there were kindly souls, such as Miss Lay in this palace. But lumphead lizard that I am, I tried to take her from the one place full of people who care about her. Traveler, I can smell that you are not mortal either, and you seem to know a lot about the golden fruit. I do not relish its power any longer. I long to return to my lizardly form and live happily by Volptera's side. I relinquish the fruit to you, traveler. I can live happily knowing that Volptera has loyal maidens like Miss Lay beside her. Bum, 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 bum. I'm pretty sure all the audio is capturing nicely, but it would be a shame if all my like nice voices were just like, you can barely hear them. Granted, I whisper like this, it still is being picked up. It probably is really quiet, but it is getting picked up. So at the very least, I think my nice and soft voices are also being picked up. Or my deep, gravelly ones are also being picked up. Thank you, celestial traveler. I love how the things always just float over. I think, one thing I've realized over the years now is that I love the fact that there's so much like cheap animation in a sense. Not in a bad way. I'm not gonna say anything in bad. But there are no like hand to hand gesture, like actions. It is always just general and always like rough. Or like I shouldn't say rough. It is always not even remotely trying to be like a handshake or a whatever, like, ooh, let me pick this up. It is just like, I am holding the item, which makes it so much easier to try and animate because you don't have to worry about like clipping and like making sure the hands are in the right places for this specific item and whatever. You can just have a really nice situation where you do this, where you just have the character hold out their hands, or pretty much arms at this point, like arms up, and then have whatever item you want just be hovering there. And that's all. That's all you have to do. It makes it so much easier. It is one thing I've noticed with a lot of newer or animation as well, but just like newer games with like the full HD graphics, all that fun stuff. I feel like I'm still back in like 2010, honestly, considering how I talk about like newer graphical games because they are able to do highly detailed things and have highly accurate like holding of the item, handshakes between characters, interactions between characters, like things like that are just like they must take a lot of effort or a lot of computing power stuff. Also, I know very little about actually how animation works, but I could at least I understand the broad strokes to appreciate things. And that's really my key. I love these different things. I appreciate newer games being able to do these more complicated like animations, and I appreciate older games being able to do like uh tricks like this where they can save a lot on trying to animate, with the limitations of their time and just make it still look amazing because it isn't trying to be, realistic necessarily. It's trying to be a very specific thing, which will be timeless. I love that. Reiki, I always knew you were watching out for me. Weren't you my drakey wakey woo? Also, my voice is about to go, so we're definitely wrapping up soon. It's not yet, isn't it? Thank you. Really, thank you so much for saving me and risking your own life for me. I always thought that no one really cared about me. That's why I was so horrible to everyone. But I realized after what happened, I was wrong. Miss Lay, Drac, there are all kinds of people and creatures who care about me. Thank you so much. I'm so looking forward to working together with everyone to make our country the happiest in the world. If you're ever nearby, please come visit Gleba again. Drac and I will welcome you with open arms. Oh, Nadia, how can I ever thank you enough? Since she was rescued from the well, Her Majesty has turned over an entirely new leaf. And Drac, too. It seems so funny to think of him as a monster now. He's been behaving himself impeccably. Since the occurrence in which Drac dragged her off, Her Majesty has made a most magnificent effort to serve her people. Worry not, Aquis, my old friend. Your daughter is a fine queen as could be. We are going to quickly actually venture down back into the depths. Because what we're going to do this time are we're going to go down to the ghost and talk to the ghost. And then we're going to leave the palace because there might be a good old-fashioned case of something happens when you leave, and I just don't want to. I don't want to go like, okay, we finished up the stream, and then immediately after go, whoops. Could have had. Everyone could have seen that, but instead they don't get to. Hey, look! Actually, the ghost has moved on. That is quite wonderful. It also might be somewhere else, but I'm not going to care right now. So, we are just going to go outside. Stella might talk to us. The towns might do something, you know. But either way, we are going to head out. And if nothing happens, well, we call it good there. And I wrap up the stream. You know, stop breaking my voice. All that good stuff. Okay. Nothing interesting is happening when leaving. Actually, I'll go the full thing just in case. Because I really don't want to, like, go out and then be like, oh, look, something happened. Nope, okay. Okie dokie. We are all good to wrap up. There should be the last VOD that it should be out, or I should have it uploaded tomorrow, and hopefully will be available on Thursday. Assuming I actually get around to doing it as I mean to. And then the VOD for this should be out on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Should be about on Saturday. I'm gonna try and do 3 days out because I was finding some things like the original stream VOD, like if you stream on YouTube, the stream on your page has a different algorithm to it. So I was finding like maybe the first 3 days it does better or something like that. So I'm going to let those sit for the first 3 days before turning them off, and then they'd be available on the VOD channel. Technically, I could leave them all on the main channel, but there were some VODs that didn't get streamed on the main channel, and a whole host of things that I don't care to try and mess with. I like the idea of having a separate VOD channel, and we shall continue doing that because I am a chaos being, and when I feel like doing something, I'm going to try and do it, or I'm going to put it off for many, many years. One of the two. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. I have been having an absolute blast. Today went actually fairly well. I will say, all things considered. You know, just it was busy, but I had an absolute blast, absolute grand time. And I hope you all did too. But I don't have anything else to say. I was like, go check out my other things. But like, besides just the usual, check out my Discord, the website, the channels. I don't have anything new. I am hoping next week I will have something new. Because maybe I'll do some story read stuff. Maybe, hopefully, by the end of the week. Because that would be really fun to share. And I will definitely, as part of the stream, after I've done all that, I will be like cutting into go like, hey, look, check out all these cool things, instead of doing an end of stream like, hey, look, I did this, please go check it out. Because I will be dang proud of doing story reads. I don't care how bad I am at it, I'm gonna be proud. Because it's going to be the best I can do at the time. But without further ado, I hope you all had a wonderful time, and until next time. I need to figure out a better thing, because I hope you all had a good time, and until next time, have a good day, or have a good time, or a good day. But it's just like, no, I need to switch it up something. But I always I want to say good time. Maybe what I need to do. I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye bye. I'm Chaos Gremlin.